Hi, what's up? Miss Gagan here. Okay, so complex fractions. This is something that kids typically struggle with, so pay extra close attention. A complex fraction is a fraction in which the numerator and denominator both contain fractions. To simplify a complex fraction means to write it as a single fraction with no fractions in the numerator or the denominator. Okay, let's look at this one. So we have a over 2 divided by a squared over 4. Well, I'm just going to write this as a division problem because this kind of confuses me when it's just this big fraction. I don't like that. Let's just write it as a division problem. Okay, so we have a over 2 divided by a squared over 4. Well, now I know how to do this problem. I'm going to flip that second fraction right here. Flip this. Flip. And I get a over 2 times 4 over a squared, which is 4a over 2a squared, which reduces to 2 over a. Okay, let's do this one. So 6 over xy over 3y over 8x cubed. Let's rewrite it as a division problem. That is the first thing you should do every single time. Rewrite it as a division problem. Then we're going to flip that second fraction and multiply. So you get 48x cubed over 3xy squared, which reduces to 16x squared over y squared. Okay, we're getting a little bit more complicated, not much though. Let's write this as a division problem. So we have 18p over 8p minus 2 divided by 4p squared over 4p minus 1. Flip that second fraction and multiply. Then I'm going to factor everything, so I can factor out a 2 right there. 4 goes into, or 2 goes into both of those. 2 goes into 18 9 times. 2 goes into 4 twice. That p will cancel with one of those p's, and then those cancel right there. And I'm left with 9 over 4p. Okay, if I lost you right there, let's go back, because I kind of sort of lost myself. So we have 18p over 4p minus 1 times 4p minus 1 over 4p squared. So first, let's look at this 18p. So 2 goes into itself once. 2 goes into 18 9 times. Okay, this p right there is going to cancel with that p. And this is going to cancel with that. So I'm left with the 9 on top and the 4p on bottom. Okay, hopefully that helped a little bit. There's a lot of things going on, and yeah. So if I got confused, I'm guessing at least a couple of you guys got confused. Okay, let's look at this one. So we have k minus 1 over k divided by k squared minus 1 over k squared. Write it as a division problem. Flip that fraction to multiply. Now we're going to factor everything. That k minus 1 doesn't factor, k doesn't factor, k squared doesn't factor. K squared minus 1 factors to k minus 1, k plus 1. Now, those k minus 1s here, these cancel. This k cancels with one of those k's, and so I'm left with k over k plus 1. Okay, we're getting a little bit more complicated now. So again, we're just going to start as writing this as a division problem. And I'm going to write those first two in parentheses. So I have x over 3 minus 3 over x divided by x minus 3 over x. I am going to look at this part first. And I need to get a common denominator. I need to subtract those so that that is one fraction. I need to create one fraction right there. So I'm looking at this. This has a 3. This has an x. So I'm going to multiply this first fraction by x over x, second fraction by 3 over 3. When you do that, you get x squared over 3x minus 9 over 3x, which is x squared minus 9 over 3x. And that's going to go back and replace that up there. Now I'm going to flip that fraction and multiply. That x squared minus 9 factors to x minus 3, x plus 3. Nothing else factors. Then we can cancel things. So this x minus 3 cancels with that. This x cancels with that x. And I'm left with x plus 3 over 3. Okay. Let's do another. So we have 5/4 over 20 over n minus 4 minus 5 over 4n minus 16. So I'm going to write it as a division problem. And I'm going to work with my parentheses first. First, distribute that subtraction sign. Always, always distribute the subtraction sign very first. Then I'm going to factor that bottom, 4n minus 4. So that first fraction is just missing the 4. So that's going to be 80 over 4 times n minus 4 plus negative 5 over 4 times n minus 4, which is 75 over 4 times n minus 4. And I'm going to plug that back in up there. So I have 5/4 divided by 75 over 4 times n minus 4. Flip that second fraction, and I'm left with n minus 4 over 15. Because these ends right here cancel, 5 goes into 75 15 times, and then that n minus 4 stays. Okay. Let's do another. Oh, just kidding. We're going to save the last two examples. You guys rock. Take the quiz. Okay, I'll see you guys tomorrow.